A little over a year ago, I moved to California with my husband for his job, and it's been different. The topography, the wildlife. For example, the state fish is a bright orange Garibaldi versus the North Carolina state fish, which is just a common channel bass or red drum, which is kind of like red rum, which is just murder backwards. There's also a lot more outrigger paddling than stand-up paddling, so it's been a balance. But this last year, I decided to kind of take it and train for the Carolina Cup. The Carolina Cup is my hometown race, and there's no race that I would like to win more than the Carolina Cup. The first year I ever entered the race, it was on an all-around style board. I held my paddle backwards, and I did not finish. Then I had 2 8th place finishes, and then I got 2 4th place finishes, and that is the highest I've ever finished in the race that I really want to win. But first up on my Carolina agenda is not racing at all. I've got to surf in the Carolina Pro-Am, which means I will need to be flying with a board, which means I'm going to spend some time in nature de-stressing when I arrive. T-minus exactly 3 hours. I will be on a plane headed to North Carolina. I'm very excited. First this weekend is going to be the Carolina Pro-Am. I'm freaking out right now because I don't know if my board is going to make it on the plane. Like, anytime you fly these smaller connecting airlines, like more direct to where you're going, you run the risk of not having them accept it. And my anxiety is so high right now. How heavy do you think that is?
I don't think it's, what is this, 50?
50.
Did you already check in?
Yeah. They didn't ask about luggage. But it said,
We'll find out.
said baggage allowance. Yeah, it said surfboards are 200 is what it said.
Bag, your other backpacks. Out weird or anything strange.
I don't know. Free. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Nope. I didn't have room.
Okay.
Things are I was gonna bring a bunch of other stuff, but I don't have any more room in my bag, and I don't want to shove anything else in there. Luckily, all that worrying was of no use. The board easily made it onto the plane. I made it across the United States from California to North Carolina, where I was greeted in Fayetteville by my dad in his big old Suburban. And I got the board loaded up and made it out to surf in the Carolina Pro-Am. I love the Carolina Pro-Am. It was a super fun, well put on event. I had a blast surfing, wound up taking second in the pro division behind the always amazing Izzy Gomez, but it was a great time, tons of fun with friends. But then I had to get serious about the Carolina Cup clinics and racing. So today I'm gearing up to teach a clinic, the Locals Guide to Masons Inlet. Yesterday we did a little recon with the drone to get some aerial footage of the inlet so that I can share that little top secret knowledge, some peeps, overhead peeps of the course and the right line selection. That's going to be super exciting. The other things the clinic kind of covers, we're going to talk about like launching in the surf, coming in through the surf, and talk about the different options, like what could happen based on different wind directions on race day. So a little bit of local knowledge beyond just Masons Inlet, but that is where we kind of focus for this clinic. Lots of fun, very cool.
There's a lot of sand, but there's not a lot of options. So you guys are sworn to secrecy. You guys paid for this clinic. Don't be giving out your knowledge for free now. Like, value your investment.
At least resell it then.
Yeah, at least make some money. You're like, I got some drone footage, but it's gonna cost
$80 too.
Exactly.
In between clinics and the surf competition, I had just enough time to get accustomed to the board I would be borrowing from my friends, the 14 by 24 LTD, and enjoyed some calm paddles on my old home turf.
So where are we?
It is Carolina Cup morning. Big race.
We're not in California anymore?
We're not in California anymore.
Get that memo.
It is chilly this morning. That wind did a little something, something. But yeah, we've just been standing here on the sound side watching the longboat, the graveyard for the surf skis and the outrigger start. Then we're gonna watch the Harbor Island and the Money Island start. A lot of the local kids here. Very cool. I just stand here and give out high fives because I know everybody.
So what's the order?
The order?
Yeah, the order. Who's going when?
First is the longboat graveyard.
Yeah.
Then it's the Harbor Island.
And then money.
Then the Money.
And then you.
Then my graveyard.
And then no more racing.
Then no more racing. I'll be happy when this is over. It's technically the start of my season. So
Hard start, not the soft start.
I'm excited to see if my training is working.
What the conditions look like.
The conditions are flat as fuck. FAF. Flat as fuck.
We have a little bit of wind out of the northwest.
I don't know, I get a little scared at this race every year, even though like it's just a feeling, it's just emotion, you gotta let it go, like I'm not. But other races I don't get scared. There's nothing to be scared of, I'm not gonna die. Everything's fine. I don't know why I'm worried. Just nervous. This race makes me nervous. It's okay. There's Haywood.
What up?
I told you, I just stand here and give out high fives.
Now, you racing today?
Biking.
Biking.
Chasing you guys.
Dude. Yes, dude. Let's call you Hey Dude. Hey Dude.
Hey, dude.
Hey, dude.
Pre-race nerves. Nothing a little warm-up can't solve. Get on the water, take a couple waves, breathe, relax, listen to the racers meeting, and then paddle your heart out.
Get excited.
I'm so excited!
Very obvious if you're not in the main deep channel. You have to try to go the wrong way. So, you know, if you're trying to make a shortcut and everyone else is going the other way, then you're probably going to get disqualified. There will be a marshal boat there. There. You're probably going to stay to the north side of the Masonboro Inlet with these conditions. Then you're going to follow the course on the map.
I'm not racing, so I'm good, man.
Do we have anyone here that has questions on the course? Start. We're looking at a 9:40 start, 9:40 a.m. start.
That's in
We're going to start
14
with a
minutes.
phone and unlimited class.
Oh, they should have put more time in between them. They're gonna catch all those guys.
Go, go, go.
After not being able to find my handle with my hand, I got paddling, got underway, and the race unfolded under the watchful eye of my husband with camera.
Lengthen it out, lengthen it out.
Alright, I'm here with the Northern Bridge. April's currently in second place with Fiona and Jade right on her. She's right here paddling through. Going fast. We're about a little less than halfway. Halfway's a little bit up there, so because we start on the southern part of the island. So the girls are doing well. Sunny's got a good lead and she's a very strong flatwater paddler, so hopefully they can cruise up and catch her. I don't know how well the other two girls are holding up, so I'll have to see them at the north end. So we got April in the front pack, -1, 2, 3, 4. They're heading out into the ocean at Mason's Inlet. that's 2, 3, and 4 right now, headed in around the point. They got about 4 miles-ish, 3 miles roughly? 2.5, is it? We'll say 3. We've got 3 miles left before they have to finish, and then they've got, I think, Yuka and Stephanie. Actually, Stephanie's ahead of Yuka. There we go. That's what I like to see. Woo! All right, so before the battery dies, we've got Stephanie and Yuka back here. They are in 5th and 6th, I believe. Eric Carter's cruising, trying to see how well he can finish on this nice, calm Lake Atlantic day. And then a little in front of us, it's probably a nightmare to see on the GoPro, but you've got April, Fiona, and Jade. April's pulling right now, and we've got about, as Dave said, 2.5 miles from here to get to the finish line. So this is going to be the end. Unfortunately, there's not any chop on the water or bump, so that the differentiation just not going to be there until they get to the finish. So they've got to figure it out. It's a little bit of race strategy, a little bit of who's got the energy, and go from there. So this is how it goes. Carolina Cup 2019, check it out. Woo! All right, so we're at the finish of the 2019 Carolina Cup. April's currently in 2nd. She was able to drop. The other 2 girls are in 3rd and 4th. She's coming into the surf now. So wait, watch and wait. She's waving at people. You ain't first, you're last. Right. Woo! Come on, April, come on! All the way! Come on, come on! Thanks, Nate! Ooh, good.
I'm trying to be unhappy for her right now, and I can't be, damn it.
I'm so happy, but I'm so sad.
I know.
She won the race she was in. That was the important part.
In 2nd.
I did what you guys told me to do. I did strategy. I didn't take any stupid lines, and I worked with Fiona and Jay.
When did you leave them? Because we watched you all
At the inlet.
Yeah, I took I went far right. I caught a wave, and it didn't work.
No, it worked terrible.
Oh, it was awful. And I was like, well, at least I'm far away from them now.
Finally, after literally 7 years, I'm finally up on that podium. I've never won first place, Money Island or Graveyard in that event. I've always just gotten 2nd, but I love 2nd place. I know I had a first place in me somewhere, but I love 2nd because I love a challenge, and I find holes in my game and ways to improve. Granted, I mean, I'm sure I could have found things to improve upon even if I was able to eke out at first, but I wasn't, and that's okay, because I have things now, very, very clear, defined goals on what to work for there. So, headed this coming weekend to Salt Life's Riverfest in Columbus, Georgia. Love that event every year. This year they are going to incorporate the rapids, which I couldn't be more stoked on. Well, that's all for Carolina. Stay tuned for updates from Georgia and London. Have a great day, y'all.